So today I'm going to show you how I go from this to this all in 5 minutes. My channel is all about the tips that I think really help you to simplify your home, simplify your life. I think simplifying your beauty routine is really important, and I seriously have this 5-minute makeup look, and this is the look that I do whether I'm going out, I'm going to work, I'm filming, whatever it is. This is what I do. It's very easy, and when I show you the things that I use, I also thought, maybe if you're looking to streamline your makeup or declutter a little bit, maybe this could give you some good ideas of products that you don't necessarily need or different kinds of products that you want to try. I also try to do a fairly natural makeup look, and I kind of mix drugstore and department store products. I try to use mostly drugstore, but if I find that the product isn't lasting on my face, then I will use the more expensive version. I've noticed with bronzers and blush in my many decades of using these products, I just can't find a drugstore one that lasts on my face. But then for mascara, perfectly fine using drugstore. So anyway, I'll kind of explain all of that. But the first thing that I'm gonna do, I just start with this. I start with foundation. This is the one I'm using. I do like drugstore foundation just fine, but I'm actually using this Il Makiage one now because they have this really good color match on their website. And it just found my color perfectly. And so I'm very happy with it. I also need to tell you, I did a video recently where I said I'm not using beauty blenders. And then I watched this tutorial on how to do your blush, and I'll show you how to do it. And she was using a beauty blender. And so I had a beauty blender and I was like, all right, let me just try it. And I really like how it turns out with this blender. So I'm bringing this back into my routine. So all I'm doing is one side I'm using for foundation and then the other side I use for blush. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start with this foundation, and I'm going to be talking through this video, obviously. And so if I take longer than 5 minutes, just know that it's because of all my talking. Okay. So I just use a pump of this, and I'm not trying to use too much here, but that's kind of how I do it. And then I just go through the first pass and spread it all out on my face. But, and then I'll go in with the second pass and actually be a little more careful. But honestly, with this blender, I like using my fingers, but this blender just, you don't have to touch the product, and it just kind of gets right on your skin, no problem. You just slap it on essentially. Okay, so that's that. And that's what I always start with. And it's just a light coverage. And this Il Makiage is great because of the color matching, and it was super easy. Then I have this Rare Beauty blush. So this is from Selena Gomez, and her blush is liquid. And I've switched to liquid. I watched this tutorial by Glam Girl Gabby, and she says that if you're over 40, you should switch to liquid blush. And I just have not had luck using liquid blush because I can't apply it properly. I just kind of dab it like a dot on my heel of my palm. And then I take this side, and what she said is you just kind of squeeze your beauty blush, dab it in, and then you're going to apply it. And so I kind of just put 2 fingers here, and I just go up and I apply it. And then I do the other side just to kind of draw where I want it. Just going to get some more of that product. Now, I put the blush very high up, as you can see, pretty much under my eye. I think that a lot of people put it too low, and when you get older, your whole face is falling. I mean, it's wonderful, right? So if you can put it up higher, it lifts your face. You don't want to put it on the apples. That's very old school because your apples kind of move as you get older, and you're going to be wearing your blush down by your mouth. We don't want that. So anyway, look at this. I hope you guys can see this, but essentially when you put it with this beauty blender, you don't have to blend it. You just dab it on and you're done. And that's why it's so fast. And then I just rinse this off. I put it on the heel of my hand, which a lot of people put it on the backs of their hand, but for the liquid blush, this is so pigmented that if I put it here, I have to scrub it with soap. So if I put it on the heel of my hand, I can easily get it off. And while that all dries, I'm just gonna focus on my eyes. So I do 2 things. I do this CoverGirl Sorry, this might be Maybelline. I'll link everything below in case you're interested, but this is this Tattoo Studio. And then this is the Julep Beauty eyeshadow stick. And I've raved about the eyeshadow stick many, many times. So what I do is I only line my top lid. I do not like line the top and bottom anymore. And I use this in dark brown color. I think the dark brown looks good on everybody. I mean, I'm not positive about that. I'm not an expert here, but that's my impression. Okay, so I line the top. Then I just simply go over it with this. The reason why I do that is because it kind of smudges the line and makes it actually look perfect. Actually, I'll do one and I'll show you. And then it also gives it like some more staying power. I don't know if you guys can see. Do you see like this eyelid? It just looks like blurred and nice, whereas this is just like a line. And so if you go over it with this, it really like makes your eyeliner perfect. Like you cannot misapply eyeliner if you go over it with this shadow. And then this shadow just like layers it on so it stays all day. Love layering makeup. And I'm going to do this, you'll see, with my mascara. This is kind of like my second to last step. I put mascara on the top and bottom. So this is Maybelline Great Lash. I'm sure you've seen this. This is like everybody's favorite mascara. Again, drugstore. It's like a cult favorite is what I've learned. Okay, so I do both of my lashes. I do the tops, and then I go back and do the bottoms. And I just, you want to get as close to the root as possible, obviously, because that looks the most natural. You may think it's not important, but it really opens your eyes up really well when you do that. Okay, so then I'm going to do the bottom lashes, just like a light coat, nothing crazy. I used to put eyeliner on the bottom lashes, and it's just kind of a dated look now. People aren't really doing that anymore, and so I'm not doing it, and I think it looks a lot better. If you find your mascara does not last, which mine does not, and by the way, I use dark brown. I don't think really anyone looks good with black mascara, so I encourage you to check out dark brown. Then, because my mascara doesn't last, and maybe you have this problem as well, L'Oreal Telescopic is your answer. This is, I don't know what's in this. It is some kind of magic, but I just put this on top of my mascara as a second coat. Not only does it just like, hopefully you can see this, I think it like takes up the mascara just like a notch, but it will be on all day. It will not come off until you wash it. And don't worry, I don't use any waterproof products. I don't think those are necessary. I think those are too hard to remove at night. And when I'm tired, I just want to get everything off my face. Done. Okay? And then I do my last step. Just a note, I don't do anything with my eyebrows. I dye them every few weeks, just like a darker shade, but I don't do anything else like waxes and things. I've tried it. It's like an extra step and I can't. I also don't usually wear lip products unless I'm filming, and I just use a lip oil, which I can link and show you, but I don't usually wear that for everyday life. I'm kind of lazy about that. My last step is, because now that the liquids have dried on my face, I use this Bobbi Brown bronzer. I'll link the shade. It says bronzing powder natural. I just take a brush, and where I'm going to put the bronzer, I'm not going to put it like in the hollow of my cheek here, because again, trying to lift everything up. So I'm going to just go like right above it. And again, earlier you saw me, I had like my two fingers here. You want your products here. You don't want them close to your nose. So anyway, so I'm going to go do that and just get it up higher and do that. And then any excess product I have, I actually just kind of put it up top, and then I go and I blend it out. Blended. Okay. And that's that. So there you go. Super simple, literally 5 minutes. But I think this just gives like a natural bit of a look. I hope that maybe you got some ideas, and if you're using other makeup products and you're thinking, what can you declutter? Maybe this is some inspiration for you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you want to keep watching, I'm going to link a video. So click on it and I'll see you over there. Bye-bye.